Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and I was always told how to voice the radio. So today we're talking about maybe, an Evolving Skies reprint, which would be awesome. There is evidence to believe it is coming, and to be clear, in some territories it is coming, it is happening, it is confirmed. There is also a decent chance it is coming to some other places, so let's talk about where it's coming, where it might be coming, and why an Evolving Skies reprint is such a pretty gosh darn big deal. So the news we have, and a massive thank you to the lovely Primal Lugia over at PokeGuardian for making us aware of this, it would appear that over in Singapore we have actual confirmation that an Evolving Skies reprint is happening. Stores over in Singapore have actually confirmed that Evolving Skies is going to be getting a reprint. It is happening. That is excellent, excellent news. Here's the thing. I can't prove this. I can't show you anything specific. But the thing is, when these reprints happen, they tend to happen all over. When reprints happen in one territory, they tend to keep happening. And remember, we're talking about an Evolving Skies reprint. We are not talking about an EV Heroes reprint. And that is very, very, very important. Because EV Heroes and Evolving Skies are not the same thing. That is very, very important. So, if this happens, and over in Singapore, I should mention, the price has already started dropping dramatically. That has already started to happen, as you would expect, because, of course, it's going to be more out there. You know, people talk about simple supply and demand a lot, and generally speaking, anyone who just flippantly uses the phrase simple supply and demand, it's generally a pretty big giveaway they don't really know anything about business. And it's not quite that simple, but there is very much a large element of that here. More product coming out is going to lead to the price dropping. How much it drops and for how long, that is a big question to which I don't really have a big answer, but it absolutely is going to be happening. And if it's happening in Singapore, there is a decent chance it's happening elsewhere. Now, I am hearing rumours that it is happening over in Australia, but I've not seen any proof of this. So, what I'm going to tell you is, hold your horses on that. Might be happening in Australia, absolutely could be happening in Australia, but we don't actually know. And until we know for absolute certain, I don't really want to tell you, frankly. It's decently likely, I think is fair to say, but absolutely not confirmed. If enough people are sharing it round, that's usually coming from somewhere. Generally speaking, when enough people are sharing the same information, it usually means that it's come from somewhere. So that's generally a pretty good sign. But, and I cannot stress this enough, until it's actually announced or made official in some way, just hold off. Just chill your boots. We don't know for certain. As to whether it's coming to the US, Europe, etc., I think there's a decent chance that it will, for a couple of reasons. Firstly, like I've said, a reprint in one territory tells us it's fairly likely in another. And secondly, Pokemon are watching. Like, I know that Evolving Skies is the best Sword and Shield set we've seen so far. We'll go through some proof in a moment. Pokemon know that Evolving Skies is the best Sword and Shield set so far. There are people over at the Pokemon Company, and I promise you this is a fact, they are following this super clearly. And I don't have any insider information. They're a successful business. They have to be. So people over at the Pokemon Company will know that Evolving Skies is super popular. They know that people like it. They know that a reprint will bring the price of the product down. They know that a reprint will make people buy more of it. They know they can make more money. Why would they not print more if it was possible? And of course, we are heading into the release of Astral Radiance right now. We are in that period between pre-releases and the actual release of the set. Like I told you in a video yesterday, please don't buy singles now. Now is the worst time to be buying singles. Hold on a couple weeks till the set is out. I promise you the prices are going to tank and it's going to be lovely. But we're also gearing up for the release of Pokemon Go. which is going to be coming out in a month and a half at this stage. So if you think about the factories that are in the middle of printing all of these Pokemon products, they're kind of busy right now. They're busy with Astral Radiance, they're busy with Pokemon Go. It's hard to actually find that much capacity. However, Evolving Skies is going to sell. It is going to be something that can make Pokemon a whole bunch of money. So you know what? It is absolutely worth it. I mean, we've talked about booster box prices a few times over on this channel, and that might be a good place to start. And I haven't actually double-checked these for a week or two, but I feel extremely confident that this is just going to show me the same as we've been seeing for a while. So if we go and have a look at Evolving Skies booster boxes, and we stick with buy it now because it's awkward trying to look at auctions for various reasons, we can see that a booster box of Evolving Skies, you're going to be paying around about $180. In fact, the price has gone up since the last time I looked. Evolving Skies is a very expensive set. And the thing is, it is almost unprecedentedly expensive. Because if we look at the set that came after that, which is to say Fusion Strike, you can casually pick up a box for, well, I mean, these are over in the US, all right? But you can pick them up for like $100. You should be able to pick up a box of Fusion Strike for somewhere in the region of about $100. The set before it was Chilling Reign. And Chilling Reign, you can pick up a booster box. Again, try and avoid all of the fake ones. But you can pick up a booster box of Chilling Reign for around about $100. Most booster boxes at the moment end up, before too long, dropping down to around about $100. Whereas with Evolving Skies, what we see, and this has been the case pretty much since it came out, Evolving Skies is not dropping down like the others are. Evolving Skies, if you can pick up a booster box of Evolving Skies at retail, you are doing very well. If you want a box of Fusion Strike or Chilling Reign, and you do not pay 1/3 lower than retail, you're generally paying way over the odds. You should be getting about 1/3 of the retail price off from most sets if you shop around, go on eBay, etc., at least a few weeks after the release. You know, on release it can be a bit more awkward. And yet, when it comes to Evolving Skies, you're going to be paying somewhere in the region of like 1/3 over retail. And that's kind of my point here. Evolving Skies is a very expensive set. And this shouldn't really surprise anyone, because honestly, right now, if you offered me one booster box of any Sword and Shield set, from Sword and Shield base up to Astral Radiance, and you told me I could have one for free, no strings attached, I wouldn't even think about it. I'm going Evolving Skies. And I am willing to bet that the majority of you in the same situation would go for Evolving Skies. Because the fact of the matter is, if we look at the cards from the set, they're just great. We've got all those alternate art cards. I mean, Umbreon is the big one. That is probably the biggest card of the Sword and Shield era so far. But then you've also got all of the others. You've got that wonderful Hyagonosuke Leafeon. The Sylveon is very popular. The Glaceon is very popular. Even if we get away from the evolutions, you've got the Rayquaza, which is absolutely ridiculous. And the alternate arts in Evolving Skies, to put it bluntly, are just higher in terms of value and how much people want them, etc., than the alternate arts from any other set. I mean, the alternate arts are generally the most expensive cards around. I showed you a video a couple weeks ago with the top 10 most expensive alternate arts. 4 of the 5 are from this set. Umbreon's number 1. And then we've got Rayquaza coming in at number 2, Leafeon at number 4, Glaceon at number 5. And then for what it's worth, we've also got Sylveon coming in at number 9. And no other set comes close to that. I mean, it can't. It's got 4 of the top 5. Evolving Skies is the set in the Sword and Shield era. It's not coming down in price. And for what it's worth, it is always going to be a very sought-after set. Some sets really fluctuate in terms of how sought-after and how good they are in the future, but Rayquaza is always going to be one of the more popular Pokemon. And the evolutions are always going to be among the most popular Pokemon, And this has got loads of Evolution alternate arts and the Rayquaza. Make no mistake about it, Evolving Skies, you can't just wait 6 months a year and Evolving Skies is going to go down in price. It is going to remain very sought after. If we get a reprint in the US, Europe, etc., it will bring the price down in the short term. But you are going to have to jump on that because otherwise it is going to sell out and the price is just going to keep going back up. Yes, we are getting a reprint in Singapore. That is going to bring the price down. That is awesome. There is a decent chance we are getting a reprint elsewhere. When it is confirmed, I will, of course, let you know on this channel. That's the kind of thing I do. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, cross your fingers, because, man, I want this stuff. I want some Evolving Skies back. It is awesome. That's what I think. I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.